Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. A famous politician here in Washington once said, "Everything's already been said, but not everybody's had an opportunity to say it." So I'd like to add my 2 cents worth. I have to say I'm truly humbled to follow such outstanding speakers. But I'm positively intimidated to follow Ralph Nader, a great American and the foremost consumer advocate in the world. Many of you may not know, because of Ralph Nader's work, 3.5 million lives have been saved in the automotive industry alone, and that's pretty impressive. And whether you agree with him or don't agree with him, you got to respect the guy because he has the courage of his convictions. Ralph, thank you so much. By the way, when it comes to disciplining within the family, I think you may know my two parents are both professors. When I was a kid, the way I got disciplined was I had to write an essay. That's the worst thing you can do to a 12-year-old boy. But at the end of the day, I think it helped me become a better writer. My mother used to say, there's no such thing as good writing, only good rewriting. And she was right. She was right. And I did a lot of that rewriting. I also want to say, Clovis Maqsood, it's so good to see you back on your feet. It's so good. As a young Arab-American boy growing up in Iowa, you were a great inspiration for all of us, and I'm so pleased to have you back among us tonight. Thank you. Ambassador Sarhan, this is a great evening. You make us proud, and you haven't been here very long, but you're making a fantastic impression. And I want to say on behalf of our chamber, thank you for giving us an opportunity to contribute in a very modest way. I want to thank you, too, for focusing on the theme of entrepreneurship, which is something that's very near and dear to the hearts of us chamber folks. Another Secretary of State, Colin Powell, once said, "Hope begins with a paycheck. Hope begins with a paycheck." And I believe what he was trying to say was, if you get a job, you become invested in the community, invested in the society, and invested in the economy. Because this has great resonance for the Arab world, where 60% of the population is composed of youth, youth with hopes, youth with dreams, youth with aspirations. And if we don't help them to realize those dreams, they become susceptible. And I think we all know where that can go. So, Mr. Ambassador, thank you so much for focusing on this theme of entrepreneurship, for bringing us all together tonight. It's been a wonderful evening. Alf Mabruk. Wassalamu alaikum.